What's up, everybody? It's your girl Vibing with Nick, and I'm back again with another lit reaction video. Let's get straight off into this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that post notification bell so that when I upload, you know that I've done so. Y'all, let's get straight off into this video. It's gonna be another Hot Topics video. I know that I said I was not gonna come back, but I felt the need to go ahead and do this video because it's Friday. I want to give a recap on the week because we have had a stellar week, guys. We definitely have had one for the books. It's not been all negative. I'm not going to even give y'all any negative. I'm going to try to dig up the most positive news that I could see. So we're gonna get right off into this. We're gonna talk about the new edition. We're gonna talk about everything that they got going on. So let's get off into it. Y'all comment down below. Y'all tell me what's your favorite new edition song. Cause my favorite when they was younger could have been it's probably all of them, but if I could say one that stood out was probably uh My Secret, Popcorn Love, and Is This the End? I love Is This the End? Those my I love all of it. But I can't just pick just one. But if I had to pick those stand out to me, I love those. Y'all comment down below which y'all one from the early days. And then mm, one from the 90s would probably be Still in Love. I love Shop Around. That's from that 96 album going into 97. Uh yeah. Can You Stand the Rain was it's just tops to me. That Can You Stand the Rain? Whew, that's a bad book right there, y'all. Nah, y'all, that's one that should go down into the Hall of Fame, cause yo, that song right there was just dope. I mean, when they gave us the movie, that was another one for the books. To see how to see how to see how they came up to the all the bickering, the fussing, the arguing, the ups, the downs, the term, the the everything in between, the losing of the family, the loved ones, you know what I'm saying? Bobby with his trials and tribulations and how he was acting. That there could have tore a man down. Should have tore a man down. But and I imagine that it did, you know. But he had to have that faith. Um, yeah, he really came a long way. Guys, I've been looking at some of the footage from the I've been looking at some of the footage from the sold out shows on the New Edition. Shout out to New Edition Live. Uh, this beautiful poster and everything. Um, You know, I have to give all due respect to these guys. They doing their thing. I mean, from everybody. Ralph has a talk show back in a radio show back in for Urban One back in Roxbury. Um back in Roxbury. So
this marker.
um so yeah, when I tell y'all they are doing their thing, they nominated for NAACP award, guys. This is one for the books for these young men, these older men. Okay. So I mean, I could tell y'all one thing. I'm so very, very, so very, very proud of them because they've been putting out they put out some good music, guys, through the years. And the achievements that they're getting as of late is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Going back to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, to the movie, the guys are getting their just desserts now. Now the residency, the sold out residency, guys, and now to know that because of us in the new edition for lifers, the NE for lifers, to know that they gave us that news. I think it came out yesterday that we they added more shows because they sat down with the management, they management. So now they've added shows from the 3rd of July to the 13th, to the 13th. So when I tell you that it's phenomenal, from July the third through the 13th. For it to start off like that all over again, tickets going on sale March the 15th, pre-sale tickets. Then guys, I'm gonna let you know something. I'm not big. I'm not rich at all. God knows I'm not. But this is one for the books. I want to try to go to this, and I just hope and pray that I'm able to get to this show because this is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I love these guys. I kid y'all not. I really have dreamed about meeting these young men, these grown men, but I really, I've worked so um hard with in my disability that I was like, I want to do something for me. And I'm gonna put that in the atmosphere. I'm gonna meet them. I'm going down there and I'm going to meet them. I just want to tell my story. I don't even think I want to get off into nothing else because I think I'm gonna be too nervous. I think I'm be too nervous to talk, even if I did meet them. But I know that one thing I'm gonna be looking good when I do see them. So even though from a wheelchair or from a cane, I will be there. So yeah, so yeah, we comment down below what's your favorite song. I think my I did give you yeah, and then BBD of course, Poison, um, and When Will I See You Smile and Do Me, all those songs, Rap Trez, Red Sensitivity, uh, Get in Here, Bella, get in here and sit down. Yeah, that's my baby. That's Bella's my dog. But yeah, she I mean to say, yeah, he there there are a few groups that I like, but this one, coming behind the Temptations, the Spinners, um, the Four Tops, coming from all those places, those different men, Frankie Beverly Mays, they're gonna be lifetime achievement recipients also. This is gonna be one for the books, guys. I'm telling y'all. Um, yeah, but I think that you know I I'm I'm so proud of them, and we're gonna talk. Let's just talk about Dr. Brown, okay? Dr. and Mrs. Dr. Brown, okay? Introducing, okay? Let's just talk about it. Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. Let me see. I'm trying to get it to come up, guys. Come on, come on, come on through. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna read this. This is introducing Dr. Brown and Dr. Alicia Etheridge Brown. The Browns were honored by the United States of the by by the President of the United States, receiving their honorary doctorate degrees. Such an awesome honor. Congratulations to both. This is from the New Edition Live page. And Bobby has it on his page, and I've been seeing a lot of others, but they got you see them in their robes, they hats and everything, and the president. I don't think he was there, but I do understand he's on the campaign trail, but he sent it ahead. So I think the lady, the black is the black lady that was to the right, yeah, to the right of them, uh, yeah, that was the one that from the president of the United States. And then they got their degrees, their honorary degrees also. And then they get their medals around their neck and looks like the family, looks like maybe her dad or but there it is. There it is. This is why I say, it's a lot of positivity coming out of this whole New Edition brand, new brand, and what I was saying earlier in the other video about the IPs and knowing about intellectual properties and owning your own content. These men are taking control. They took control of their business. They had to because their business was messed up through the years. Now, if you don't know, in the movie, it tells you it's some reason I don't know why. Now I'm not allegedly, and I'm gonna say this because while I go back to that other flyer, and I'm gonna say this because And this is not nothing negative. This is just I don't know why it wasn't in the movie like this, but I don't know. I can't remember if it touched base on that aspect. I don't think so because Puff went into the 2000s and they didn't go all the way. I think they went all the way until um that last tour. So they didn't get off into the album and none of that. So my thing is, and I don't want to touch too much on it because I don't know, but allegedly, I don't think he did everything that he needed to do for them, because he got them out of one bad deal, but the deal that he wanted them to be a younger group, which they're not a younger group. If you can tell, that was more of his trying to groom them to something that they already were. They were already a polished group. He tried to make his own version, he tried to recreate them, which they wasn't feeling it. And a lot of those songs, you can tell that he was like, it was good. The album was good. And I even think it was probably Grammy nominated, but it wasn't as good as it should have been for them to go on and do that. It was just one bad deal after another, and even though, you know, even though, when you go look at it, you wonder why, you know, didn't he do the right things, that he was supposed to? I think, they thank him for a little bit, but a lot of that kind of goes with, what we're down, because he put that money out there, but then it did the album didn't go the way they wanted to go, the way they wanted it to go, and he wanted them to be a different kind of group, not the group that they were from what they were saying at that time. He was like, they were like, we out. We out, but you trying to recreate us. We don't want to be recreated. We are the group that we are. We got here based on the group that we are now, and that's the group that we gonna be. Then they left after that one album. They didn't like it. So and I think they could have. He probably would have let them do another album, but if he was gonna be wanting to be involved in it like that, and executive producer, they wouldn't have it, cause they like to write their own stuff too. Now you're not finna tell them what to say. So yeah, but that's what that is. Let's get to some of this. But I am so proud of those those men, and like I said, I adore them so much. I do. Let's talk about it. I love it, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. And I don't really do politics. I'm gonna do like maybe two more newsworthy topics. But I think this was some positivity in this because we needed to hear this from our president. And you'll probably never get me to do any Trump things, and I'm just sorry. This this is who I am, and I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna keep it real, and that's just me. I'm not gonna pay. I'm not gonna play somebody on my channel that I'm not gonna, listen to. No, I'm not. So therefore, you will not get me to stop Bella. You will not get me to. So let's chime in and listen to what our president is saying.
My predecessor and some of you here seek to bury the truth about January 6th. I will not do that. This is the moment to speak the truth and to bury the lies. Here's the simple truth. You can't love your country only when you win. ever since being elected to office, I ask all of you without regard to party to join together and defend democracy. Remember your oath of office of defending against all threats, foreign and domestic. Respect free and fair elections. Restore trust in our institutions. And make clear political violence has absolutely no place in America, zero place. We must be honest. The threat to democracy must be defended. My predecessor and some of you here seek to bury the truth about January 6th. I will not do that. This is the moment to speak the truth and to bury the lies. Here's the simple truth. You can't love your country only when you win. As I've done ever since being elected to office, I ask all of you without regard to party to join together and defend democracy. Remember your oath of office of defending against all threats, foreign and domestic. Respect free and fair elections. Restore trust in our institutions. And make clear political violence has absolutely no place in America, zero place. We must be honest.
Let me tell you something. I'm glad that he said what he said about democracy. Because you cannot be in America and do the things that this former President Trump has done. Incite riots on the Capitol, on our soil. No. We have to stand up for democracy, period. Because if not, what are we going to do? So, that's all I have to say on it. Like I said, I'm not a political person, but I will respond as best I can. And I disagree with what he said, and I know everybody else did because we needed to hear that. We needed to hear him, and we needed to hear his clear mind. So let's get off into the other one. Oh, sorry, y'all.
What else would you take away? Look, it's a decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. The Supreme Court majority wrote the following, and with all due respect, justices, women are not without electoral power. Electoral or political power. You're about to realize just how much you're right about that. Clearly, those bragging about overturning Roe v. Wade have no clue about the power of women, but they found out when reproductive freedom was on the ballot. We won in 2022 and 2020, and we'll win again in 2024. If you, the American people, send me a Congress that supports the right to choose, I promise you, I'll restore Roe v. Wade as the law of the land again. Many of you in this chamber and my predecessor are promising to pass a national ban on reproductive freedom. My God, what freedom else would you take away? Look, it's a decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. The Supreme Court majority wrote the following, and with all due respect, justices, women are not without electoral power. Electoral or political power. You're about to realize just how much you're right about that. Clearly, those bragging about overturning Roe v. Wade have no clue about the power of women, but they found out when reproductive freedom was on the ballot. We won in 2022 and 2020, and we'll win again in 2024. If you, the American people, send me a Congress that supports the right to choose, I promise you.
Now let's just talk about it, guys. Let's just talk about it, because I do understand about Roe, a little bit about it. And I'm not a big political, again. I'm not a big political person. Sometimes I know what I'm saying. Sometimes I have to listen further to get an understanding. But this has to do with us. Roe v. Wade needs to go back up again, and we need to get that back because that man messed it up for us, and we need to go back and right that wrong because that a lot of people are getting having to keep babies. It's like I think the last I checked, it was like up to 30, maybe no, yeah, 30,000. That's a lot of women that don't need, that don't, that they want to get, to, to, uh, to have the abortion if they so choose to, you know. But we have to own our own reproductive rights. We have to talk about these topics. We have to go to the polls because they pretty much kind of messed us around with this. I just don't. But then that goes back to us too. I tell myself I gotta go and start getting with these local elections. My brother, like I said, my brother had ran for, I don't know if I even said it in the other back videos, but he ran for county sheriff. Um, it's just right outside of Dallas, Leonard, Trenton, Leonard, Texas. So, um, and he didn't win, but he only lost by 25 points. But the fact of the matter is, it was a man of none color, and my brother was African American like me. So, and we know what it was. He knew, and he had already prepared his family. He was like, "Yeah, my niece and my nephew went down there, his daughter and my sister's son." So, I just think that we need to think about what we do. And like I said, I tell everybody, my brother's a Republican with a Democratic soul because I feel like the place where he lives at, he has to kind of fit in a way to say, and so to speak. So that's what the town is, a bunch of Republicans. So I think he just does that, and because his wife's people are Republicans, so he just never just. And I think that was so selfish to yourself to me. So, but anyway, yeah, uh, yeah, this is a good topic to keep having because women's, uh, women are about to get ready to show the house what kind of political power we do have, electoral power we do have. He is right about that because we tired. It's too many people, and that's the members of the Democratic Women's Caucus showed their support for reproductive rights by wearing all white for the State of Union address. The group also wore fighting for reproductive freedom pins. So, and I see some. I see. Oh yeah, yeah. All walks of life. I see some brown in there. See some Latino. I see some people. I see some. That's how it's supposed to be. Diverse. Diverse. We're gonna move on to the next thing. Let's talk about something else. Hmm. Let's talk about Tia and Tamara, guys. I mean Tia and Tamara. Tia from Tia and Tamara. Tia Mowry. Mowry. and ex-husband Corey Hardrick awkwardly hugged on the carpet.
You gotta get there. We love you, Tia. How are you? Thank you so much. Hey! You gotta get there. We love you, Tia. How are you? Thank you so much. Hey! You gotta get there. We love you, Tia. How are you?
You see, let me tell you guys something. That's that look like, hey, what's up? Yeah, what's up? That's what that is. He was looking like, should I, should I not? And she was just like, yep, hey, and she just waved like, and that was that awkward, like, should we hug? We not together no more, but okay. Cause she did at first kind of give him the look. She was gonna give him the little hand. She waved first, then she was like finna give him the little homie. You know, it looked like she was finna straight up give him the little homie. You know, slap. You know, but then they both thought, nah, we might well got a hug. That's it's an to me that could be an awkward, cute, but they did. Tia will reportedly pay zero in spousal support after settling divorce with Corey Hardrick. I hated for them. I thought, oh, when they was on Black Love, they would still be together. But I guess I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I can't say allegedly because really nobody knows really what really went down in their marriage. They just, I ain't gonna even say they uh split apart. I'm not gonna say none of that because I just think they never did give a reason. Let's talk back about Krishan. I've been wanting to talk about this for a minute. Krishan Rock gonna run on the run, and I touched on it in the other one, in the other video, but I want to touch on this a little bit more, and I want to get in depth a little bit because, uh, well, I don't want to get too much in depth, but we're gonna talk, but we don't even talk about the police part because I've already discussed what I felt about it. Let me just go back and say that now because I don't want to revisit what I said because I said what I said. Um, but behind that, I just think that for me, I just feel like she's doing the right thing with that. Taking care of it behind the scenes is the best thing she could possibly do. I think she should keep working at that. I think that and take care of your baby. And speaking of the baby, let me lead all off. Let me lead on to this. Krishan Jr. Fetal alcohol syndrome. Now they said, and we're gonna do a part two on that. And by why I want to do a part two because I want to find the live. I want to find the live about. You know what? While I'm talking, and then I might to be continue this because I don't want to get too long winded in this video. But um, I I I can't say that I would want my daughter talking about that, but talking about my grandchild on social media. And I'm gonna say why. Because and I'm gonna say this, she can do it, but nobody else can. Because the grandmama came out and said, don't do that. You should have got on the phone, you should call your young lady. Period. There's no reason you should be discussing your grandchild on social media. It's not fair to the child and it's not fair to the mother. Secondly, I don't know if Krishan is. understanding what she's talking about. And I just want her, if he does or if he doesn't, just stop. Because your child, I hope that he don't, because, and I don't want even see none of this because it's just too much, you know. And I see that he sound like he cooling and everything though, guys. He sound like he's thriving. I see his head and groove. I see him jumping up and down. And then this was just today. So and it sounds like he's trying to cool and talk. Cause I think the baby is okay, so Krishan Jr. is about 5 months old. So he's right on talking. He's right on the mark with his cooling, his talking, because babies start cooling around. They been he. I feel like he been cooling. We just ain't been hearing when he's doing it. But I heard now a lot of talking back to his mama. He be talking and she be saying, yeah. Yeah, that's what she was doing on live. So my thing is, I don't know. I'm gonna find it, and I'm gonna come back with the part two to this. So y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that post notification bell. And I know this was not the. I didn't want to end. Well, you know what? I'm gonna end on a positive note. And I'm gonna make it be about Krishna, and I love her so much, and I'm gonna make this be so positive because I believe baby girl is revamping her situation. I think she is backpedaling on a lot of behavior. I think that she's taking responsibility for her actions. I I believe she's a lot healthier. She's in a better mental state. Um, she's saying that her and Blueface is they talked before he went in. They had a few dates. I guess that they not he ain't rock. I don't know how they rocking, but I do know the other girl in Jaden are together from what I've seen. I don't see any more videos with Jocelyn as of late, but I mean I guess that means stay out the limelight. I don't know what they mean. Maybe he keeping them because at first we was hearing about a lot of girls that was coming behind Krishan. They one, two of them got his face on their body parts on. It was just too much. So, I say that to say we have to uplift her. We have to uplift these children, these grown children, because they grown children and we know it. And I just want her to do better for the baby. And I see that she is though. Honestly, she's doing better. I feel like she's doing a lot better. She's talking a lot clearer. She's getting those warrants taken care of. She's behind the scenes. She's doing the work. So I just want to continue to I just want her to continue to just keep her faith and keep praying. And we're gonna pray for her too, y'all. So y'all comment down, and I'm coming back with a part two to this because I'm finding it where she talks about the alcohol, the fetal alcohol syndrome. So y'all stay tuned. Um, until next time, y'all don't forget to comment down below about all of these topics. Um, like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that post notification bell.